Welcome back to my channel, Gamers and Gamettes. It's your boy Evil Genius. We're now on episode 5 of Road to World Series. And as you can see, we're 4-0. This is a great start. I'm really proud of the guys here, man. You know, we've had some adversity, but we've managed to overcome. This game was tough. Not gonna lie to you. It was probably my worst game I've played. But it's okay, because we're still on that Road to World Series grind. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you click the notification bell so you can stay up to date whenever I post. And I'll see you real soon. Well, someone's clearly a Red Sox fan. Or they're just, you know, trying to use one of the most overpowered teams in the game. Because the Clay Buchholz Tier 2 boost is wild. I just got the Tom Glavine Tier 1 boost. Yep, they're clearly a Red Sox fan. Because their team name is Boston Red Sox. And they have the Red Sox logo. Whatever. Anyway, Roy Halladay is going to start this game off facing off against Roman Anthony. And we start him off with the outside sinker for a strike.
2 strikes.
And my opponent has very good eyes. Most people would have chased that. Sometimes you double up and people can't hold off. But we throw the sinker inside and we get him to fly out to Jordan Lawler at shortstop. 1 away in the top of the first. Next up, the shortstop, Marcelo Meyer. The delivery, split finger, he grounds it to Austin Riley at third base.
He's out.
And now there's 2 out in the top of the first. Manny Ramirez is up the plate, but we doubt a sinker on the low and outside corner. We're gonna throw a sweeper next pitch. And we walk Manny Ramirez to get to Rafael Devers. This is the Rafael Devers card that they just put into the game. His stats are obviously better than the Gold Live Series card. This is my first time facing it. And honestly, I think it was my first time facing Manny Ramirez. Did any of y'all get this Rafael Devers card? Do y'all like it? How do y'all feel? I usually like Rafael Devers cards. I wouldn't like him right there if he flies out to end the inning to Craig Biggio. The Boston Red Sox go down. No runs, no hits, no errors. The Gamers are up to bat in the bottom of the first. The Red Sox have Yoshinobu Yamamoto starting pitching. His K per 9 is 75, 84 B per 9, 82 hits per 9, and 87 velo. He throws fast, but not crazy hard. And he's going to get a couple swing and misses here or there, but shouldn't be anything too crazy. Yamamoto delivers. First pitch, cutter. I thought that was going to be a ball. I'm not even going to lie to you. Also, I just was really playing terrible today. Like, I chased a slider outside the zone because in my mind, that was a fastball. Ozzie Albies is up next. He's batting .500 on the season. Yamamoto winds and delivers. And Ozzie smacks a curveball up the middle. Got a single for Ozzie Albies. Got a hit in the first inning. That's very rare for this team. Next pitch, Austin Riley. It's a curveball. Cutter, because I don't know how to read pitches, apparently. And Austin gets jammed on a high fastball. And that's going to be out number 2. Looks like we got to speed the bat up today. And I was late on a high outside fastball. Alex Bregman is up. The new Threads Alex Bregman. He promptly grounds a curveball to Austin Riley at third base. 1 down in the top of the second. The new David Ortiz Last Ride card is making an appearance today. Did you guys finish that program? It wasn't really too difficult. There was a couple ways you could have completed it if you didn't. You could do every single moment, including the extreme moment. I didn't do the extreme moment. I couldn't hit to save my life. I got
0-2 is the count.
the home run with Paul Goldschmidt, and then I couldn't hit with Bellinger. So, it
One
sucks.
ball, 2 strikes.
But if you do the moments, all the regular moments, and then you do a couple player missions, you can knock it out pretty easy.
That's inside.
The count is 2-2 on David Ortiz. He's being extremely patient. Splitter below the zone, and he chases. I guess he was sitting fastball, and it fooled him. Roy Halladay delivers. Curveball. Stays middle of the zone, and it gets shot right up the middle. I don't think that's where he wanted that pitch. And I'll let you in on a secret. It's not. I wanted that low and outside. Ted Williams is up to bat. I've heard good things about Ted Williams cards and Ted Simmons cards. Just people named Ted apparently are doing really well in MLB The Show 25.
That's inside.
Roy with the cutter inside. Ted Williams pops it up behind second base. Ozzie Albies gets a great jump. And that will end the top of the first inning. The Red Sox, no runs of 1 hit. Jordan Lawler, Freddie Freeman, and Michael Harris II are due up in the bottom of the second. Yamamoto readies his delivery. And Jordan Lawler ambushes a splitter that gets to the warning track, but is caught by the right fielder. Here's the next pitch. Freddie Freeman turns on a cutter low and inside. He gets good wood on it, but it just doesn't seem to go anywhere. Flies out to the center fielder. Michael Harris, who has been a pleasant surprise for the team, is now up to bat in the 7th hole. 2-2 count. 2 outs. Bottom of the second, and he gets frozen on a fastball at the bottom of the zone. Top of the third, number 9 hitter, Jason Varitek, is now at the bat. Have y'all got the Jason Varitek card? And he flies out to left field. Austin Riley runs back to make the catch. But have y'all got that card? I really haven't been doing the multiplayer program. Honestly, I haven't really been playing multiplayer like I should. Just the offline grind has really been something for me, man. I've been focusing on Conquest, because you get a new Conquest map every couple days, it seems like, and doing the mini seasons. I've done both of those and got the rewards. And Diamond Quests, those take me forever, man, because sometimes I'll get there and I'll do it and I won't get the reward, and it's actually quite aggravating. You know, but it's a lot of stuff to do offline that's kind of been holding me down. Roman Anthony flies out the right field on the inside cutter. 2 down in the top of the third. Marcelo Meyer is up for the second time today. Roy Halladay sinker low and outside, and it gets smacked in the left field just inside the foul line. Is this going to be a double? And Meyer makes the run to second, and he is in there safely. That's a great piece of hitting by my opponent. Now we have Manny Ramirez up. Cutter on the outside, and he flies straight to right field. Dylan Cruz, Canicorn. And that is the end of the top of the third. Craig Biggio is leading off the bottom of the third. He's batting .357. And he swings at the first pitch. .357 is actually the worst batting average on the team. That's crazy to say. And he fouls back a fastball because the PCI was terrible. Had good timing. PCI was bad. That's going to be a theme for the rest of this game, folks. But Craig Biggio, perfect fastball. Deep to right field, 366 feet. The Gamers are on the board before the 5th inning. That is surprising, guys. 2-2 count. He flips a cutter to the shortstop, who makes a leaping catch for out number 1 in the bottom of the third. Dylan Cruz steps up to the plate for a second time today. He's batting .437 on the season. Yamamoto delivers. He tries to ambush inside, and he is late on a splitter that gets flown out to right field. And Campbell makes the catch. 0-2 count against Ozzie. And he chases a splitter in the dirt Drop third strike.
He's out.
Ozzy is out. And that will be the end of the third. But the Gamers have put a run on the board. The Gamers have 1 run off 2 hits and no errors. While the Red Sox, no runs on 2 hits and also 0 errors. Rafael Devers is up to bat. Roy Halladay starts him off with a curveball. And Halladay yanks it foul down the first base line.
Strike.
It's very shocking. Most people will offer it that. Because they're looking fastball inside. But he was looking outside and he was late getting on it. Fly out the left field to Max Clark. Sinker, low and outside. Breaks back in the middle of the plate, and Alex Bregman makes him pay for it. That looks like it's going to be a double off the wall to right center field, and it is. Alex Bregman gets into second base standing straight up. Next up, David Ortiz. There are a lot of good hitters in this lineup today.
Ball. That's inside.
And Halladay does not get the call on an inside cutter. That's a shame. You need those type of calls to go your way. Next pitch is a curveball that hangs up just a little bit, but Ortiz grounds it into the dirt. He's rounding third. Alex Bregman dives back into third. Craig Biggio just runs him back to make sure. Didn't want to throw that ball into the outfield. Christian Campbell is up to bat. Halladay throws a high sinker, and Christian Campbell flies out the right field to Dylan Cruz to end the inning and end the threat. The Gamers are still up 1-0. He's going to ambush on the inside part of the plate and gets whiffed with a wipeout slider. That's Yamamoto's 4th strikeout on the day. Next up, Matt Olson. Yamamoto gets a call with a cutter on the outside part of the plate. I know Roy Halladay is very upset in that dugout because he couldn't get his. Matt Olson misses the splitter low and outside. And Yamamoto has him in the 0-2 hole. And he throws a slider inside on the hands. Matt Olson pulls it down the right field. Christian Campbell is there for out number 2. Jordan Lawler's up. 0 for 1 on the day. Yamamoto winds and delivers. And Jordan Lawler smacks it between the diving third baseman and shortstop, but he's so fast that he beats the throw. Congratulations, Lawler. Lawler's stealing second base. He gets a good jump, and it doesn't look like my opponent realized that I was stealing. Works for me. That's free PXP. He's looking for something to drive, and he gets under a slider that should have been crushed. And the Red Sox escape. Score still tied 1-0. Looks like we have a pinch hitter. Stan Musial's coming into the game to pinch hit for Ted Williams. I don't know why, but I guess my opponent feels like this is a better matchup for him. And he promptly grounds a split finger into the dirt to second base. Ozzy Albies scoops it and throws the first. And he misses with a split finger below the zone. Looks like Jason Varitek is taking all the way. Halladay throws a curveball low and inside. It is a ball. Jason Varitek didn't even need to bring the bat up to the plate. Roman Anthony's up. He's 0 for 2. Halladay tries to throw another curveball, and he misses again. Halladay is not very accurate for me today, and it's actually starting to aggravate me. Roman Anthony smacks a sinker to deep right field, but it's just warning track power. Dylan Cruz is there. 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Marcelo Myers back up to bat. He had a double earlier today. Hopefully, the Gamers can keep him off of base. It's a 3-0 count to Mayer. Sinker low and outside, and Mayer smacks it up the middle past the outstretched arms of Roy Halladay. That's going to be a single. Oh, he takes a big lead off first, and they try to throw behind him, but he's back in there safely. Runners on first and second. Manny Ramirez up the bat. 2 outs. Curveball. Just misses. Cutter outside. And Manny Ramirez swings super early. He was obviously sitting fastball. And he pounds a split finger in the dirt to second base to end the inning. Roy Halladay escapes out of a terrible jam. He's been in a lot of tough situations today. And Michael Harris pieces up the second pitch. It's a cutter inside. Perfect. It gets to the wall. He's going to have two. There's a stand-up double for money, Mike Harris. Yeah! The Gamers are in business round. No outs in the bottom of the fifth. Craig Biggio's up the bat. He had a home run his last AB. And he gets met with a cutter high and inside that he takes. Next pitch. Outside slider that he watches. 1-1 count. Yamamoto comes inside with a splitter low and inside that Craig cannot catch up with. And he quick pitches to hit a splitter. Michael Harris is dancing around at second base, and he is out. Tried to force a bad throw and ended up getting himself out. Guys, you got to be smart on the base pass, especially in close games. But Craig Biggio reaches base safely for a fielder's choice. And he promptly steals second base, and he gets gunked out. That inning has turned from bad to worse. You get a leadoff double, get caught dancing, and then get caught stealing. But Max Clark said he doesn't want the inning to end. Grounds a split finger right back up the middle. He dots a splitter at the bottom right part of the zone. Dylan Cruz was taken all the way. Max Clark steals. Dylan Cruz swings over the top of a curveball. He was trying to send that for a ride, ladies and gentlemen. The Gamers are still up. 1-0. Top of the sixth, Rafael Devers is back up the bat. He's been held in check today. He's 0 for 2. Halladay delivers and catches the bottom of the zone with a split with a sinker. Next pitch. Here's a risky pitch, high outside fastball. Let's see what happens. And he's late reacting to it. Strikeout by Roy Halladay. There's that vuvuzela we love to hear to annoy our opponents. With David Ortiz on deck. And Roy Halladay leaves a cutter in the middle of the zone. Alex Bregman turns on and shoots it down the third base line for a single. And the Red Sox look like they have something going. Inside sinker to David Ortiz. He smacks it past an outstretched arms of Matt Olson. Gets deep in the right field. Alex Bregman makes his way to third. The Gamers are in trouble here, folks. Runners on first and third. One out, top of the sixth. The Gamers use a mound visit. Try to calm Roy Halladay down. Let him know, hey, man, you're pitching fine. It's okay. They've got some hits. You just got to make your pitches. Mound visit's over. Splitter. You get Christian Campbell to pop up to deep left field. Looks like that mound visit worked. Alex Bregman won't text the arm because it's a shallow fly ball. And Stan Musial is up the bat now. Cutter inside is a ball. Also, speaking of Stan Musial, how did y'all feel about that common program? As he grounds into second base for an out. We'll bring that up next time Stan Musial's up the bat. And high inside, and he smacks it right into the glove of the first baseman. That is unfortunate because he was a perfect on that cutter inside. But it's baseball. That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. And sometimes David Ortiz plays defense. Austin's thinking it's high and inside. It's coming this time. And my opponent fools him with a curveball. It's utterly insane. My opponent pauses again. Is he going to take out Yamamoto? And he does to put in Matt Strong, who has 86 K per 9, 81 B per 9, 103 hits per 9. And he goes high inside sinker. Matt Olson is just not here today, ladies and gentlemen. It's the top of the seventh. We see their lineup. Do we think Roy can get us through this inning, ladies and gentlemen? He's in the yellow. He should have enough energy to get us through this inning. He's been pitching well. He's getting up a lot of hits, but hits haven't turned into runs. So the count's still 1-2. Where Halladay deals, curveball low. Veritek grounds it to second base. Ozzie Albies with an easy play. And Halladay gets the first out of the top of the seventh. Roman Anthony's up. He's 0 for 3. He popped out to first in his last AB. Roy Halladay has had his number with him. And he takes an outside sinker to right field. Dylan Cruz standing there. Can of corn for the right fielder. Marcelo Myers up. He's been a problem. He's 2 for 3 on the day. Cutter inside, and Marcelo Meyer turns on it, but drives it just foul. He's really early on all these inside pitches. So Halladay decides to throw a curveball. And Marcelo Meyer grounds out to Jordan Lawler to end the threat in the top of the 7th. Roy Halladay sends him down 1-2-3. Jordan Lawler, Freddie Freeman, and Michael Harris II are all due up in the bottom of the 7th inning. With Matt Strand still on the hill. 3-2 count, base hit, ball 4 kid. And he gets a base hit, turns on a fastball, takes it deep to left field. Can he get 2? He does. They're not even going to attempt to get him. Manny Ramirez throws the ball into third base. Jordan Lawler has his 4th double of the year to continue to lead the team. Freddie Freeman is up to bat against Matt Strom. He takes a slider inside. He's flown out to center field, both ABs. And let's make that 3 ABs in a row because he's also under another slider in the same location as it was at the last AB. Sorry about that, fellas. He jams Michael Harris with a high inside fastball at 95 miles an hour. 1-2 sinker inside at 94, and Michael Harris cannot catch up to it. My opponent pauses again to bring in Griffin Jacks. And because of that, we're going to sub out Craig Brigio and bring in Drake Baldwin. This is why Drake Baldwin's on the bench, ladies and gentlemen. Griffin Jacks delivers. First pitch, Drake Baldwin crushes a sinker very far foul, but it had the home run distance. That's a very big warning shot. Griffin Jacks delivers again, hanging curveball that Drake Baldwin's just laid on, flies out to center field. And the Gamers have another runner in scoring position, and they cannot get him in. The Gamers are looking like my favorite team, the Atlanta Braves, who suck with runners in scoring position except for one game this year. It's such a fun time being a Braves fan right now. Anyway, we bring in Raleigh Fingers because we need to keep this lead. Raleigh Fingers leaves a slider in the middle of the plate to Manny Ramirez, who is super early on it. Luckily, because that ball was gone and we were going to have a tie ball game. He runs back to the slider, gets him to swing over the top of it. Jordan Lawler rushes in, scoops, throws. Manny's out at first, 1 down in the top of the 8th. He's going to double on the fastball, high and inside, get him to swing, and he does not offer because it was a terrible pitch. Full count, sinker low and outside, and Devers swings over the top of it. I'm sorry, folks, fork ball, because that is what Raleigh Fingers throws, even though it's the exact same motion as a splitter, because they are basically brother and sister. He tries to double up on the fork ball again, and Alex Bregman makes him pay by shooting it in the left field for a single. My opponent has very good peepers. Slaughter below the zone, and we get him to swing over the top of it to Ozzie Albies at second base, who's actually been pretty busy today. But the Gamers get out of that inning with only giving up 1 hit. No runs, 7 hits for the Boston Red Sox. 1 run, 6 hits for the Gamers. No errors by either side. Griffin Jacks is still in the game. Max Clark swings at the first pitch and grounds a sinker to second base for the first out in the 8th. Dylan Cruz, who was 0 for 3 today with a strikeout, flyout, and a ground out. If he lines out, he'll hit for the out cycle.
That's a ball.
3-0 count. And he gets walked on 4 straight pitches. Well, we'll have to wait on that out cycle another time, ladies and gentlemen. Ozzie Albies up to bat, 1 for 3 on the day. Griffin Jacks delivers. And Ozzie swings at the first pitch, takes the sinker to center field. Runners on first and second, 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. The Gamers have a little bit of momentum going. Let's see if they can push around another run. My opponent pauses Is he going to bring in another arm? Or does he just need a minute to cool down? And he brings in Billy Wagner, who is P3 for him. 121K per 9, 55B per 9. You're going to strike out, but he's also going to be wild. So if you take some pitches, you might get walked. And, of course, I swing at the first pitch out of his hand, and it's a slider. He's 0 for 3, but he's not giving up. And then he gets bombed by a fastball on the high inside corner. It's too tough to lay off of. Matt Olson's had a terrible game today, ladies and gentlemen. He's 0 for 3. His batting average has dropped substantially. And with that swing, it doesn't look like it's going to go up anytime soon. The timing was good. The PCI was terrible. This time, the PCI was terrible and the swing was bad. And he shoots a slider to shortstop to end the inning. The Gamers are up 1-0 heading into the 9th inning. We're going to bring in... I don't want to copy him and bring in Billy Wagner. We're going to go with Class A. Because outside Stan Musial, his team's terrible against righties. And by terrible, I mean they just bat worse against righties. Christian Campbell swings at the first slider out the zone. Fastball inside corner of the plate. He pops it up in the center field. Ozzie Albies makes a play. That's one away in the bottom of the ninth, top of the ninth. 88 Stan Musial's up. As I was saying, if you didn't do the common courtesy program, you should do it. It's annoying for sure. But if you do the common courtesy program and collect all the common cards, then you get diamond versions of those cards. And who doesn't love just extra free diamonds? Also, there's supposed to be a new collection coming out on the 25th, and I'm sure those are going to be part of it. As Stan falls behind 1-2, Class A with the inside sinker that Stan fouls off. He's really starting to run low on energy. We go fastball.
That's a ball.
That's a strike in K zone, but a ball by the umpire. This umpire has honestly been pissing me off all game. The Stan Musial fouls off an inside slider at his feet. Double up on the slider, and he shoots it past the diving Matt Olson in the right field for his first hit of the ball game. The Gamers are in trouble, folks. The Red Sox have one out and a runner on first. And my opponent has put in Jarren Duran to pinch run as he's watched 3 very close pitches that he hasn't made an offer with. And we just decided to intentionally walk him because I'm not going to let this man beat me. Roman Anthony's up next. And since Class A's being very wild, we're going to the bullpen to get John Franco into the game. Somebody I trust. These bats are more and more intense. High inside fastball. He flies up to the shortstop. Infield fly rules in effect. And John Franco dances out of trouble. The Gamers are 1 out away from winning a 1-out shutout. First pitch is a screwball to Marcelo Meyer. He takes for a ball. Wasn't even close. Slider on the outside corner of the plate is the next pitch. Ball, because he missed his spot. Next pitch, circle change. Meyer swings over the top of it. He was very early because he was expecting a fastball. And if he wants a fastball, I'll give it to him. Outside corner of the plate, he's late. He fouls it off into the stands. 2-2 count. Top of the ninth. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. Meyer smacks a circle change into the stands. Foul ball. Franco throws a slider that's not even close. He doesn't get an offer. He cannot afford to load the bases. And he smacks a circle change into the stands. Full count, sinker inside, and he grounds out to Matt Olson at first, and the Gamers escape with their lives. This was the nail biter, folks. I was extremely nervous this entire time because I didn't want to lose this game. I mean, you know, nobody ever wants to lose a game, but I really would have hated if I lost this game. Roy Halladay is the player of the game. 7 innings pitched, 6 hits, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, no earned runs. Yamamoto takes the loss. 5 2/3, 5 hits, 6 strikeouts, 0 walks, 1 earned run. And John Franco comes up with the save. The Gamers win 1-0. But hey, we're now at 429 rating. And you know what that sound means. I got a wheel spin. So let's see what I get out this wheel spin. Honestly, I just want an Ultra pack. Either an Ultra or a Premier. That's really what I want. And we get a Headliners. But it's free, so whatever. And also, for moving into the 400 rating, we are now in the pennant race. And we get a free pack for that. So, yay. Now let's go over here and take a look at these stats for this very tight ball game. If we open up the box scores, we see that Dylan Cruz was 0 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout. Ozzie Albies was 2 for 4 with a strikeout. Austin Riley 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Jeez Louise. And Matt Olson was 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Jordan Lawler was 2 for 3. Freddie Freeman was 0 for 3. Michael Harris II was 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Craig Biggio was 1 for 2 with an RBI, which was his home run. Drake Baldwin was 0 for 1 with his pinch hit. And Max Clark was 1 for 3. We struck out 9 times, guys. Jordan Lawler, Michael Harris both had doubles. Craig Biggio had a home run and RBI. If it wasn't for Craig Biggio, we wouldn't have won this game. Jordan Lawler stole a base. Craig Biggio got caught stealing. As far as he goes, Roman Anthony 0 for 5. Marcelo Myers 2 for 5. Manny Ramirez 0 for 3. Rafael Devers 0 for 4. Alex Bregman was 3 for 4. He was amazing. David Ortiz was 1 for 4. Christian Campbell was 1 for 4. It's tough out here. Roy Halladay pitched 7 innings, 6 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Raleigh Fingers, Raleigh Fingers, 1 inning pitch, 1 hit, 1 strikeout. Emmanuel Clase, a third of an inning, gave up 1 hit, 1 walk. And John Franco came in to save it in 2/3 of an inning. No runs, no hits, no walks, no strikeouts. But everybody left the game with 0.00 ERA, and we love that for us. So, yeah. Bye.